Town Board meeting. Would you please join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Just when I didn't think we could get a smaller audience.
Looking to see if the stripes continue.
Small but mighty.
We have no public hearings tonight, so we'll move on to the consent agenda. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes for the Town Board meeting of December 9th, 2024, and the abstract of claims for December 23rd, 2024?
So moved.
Motion by Joe. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ray. Comments or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is audience one, an opportunity for you to address the board with anything that's on this agenda. Would you like to do that, Donna? You would? No, I mean, if you want to, certainly.
Donna Bodecker, 1736 Center Street in East Aurora. The ARPA funds that we spent for our ellipticals, fantastic. I want to thank you. The two new ellipticals were installed on last Thursday. They are wonderful. People are using them already, and they thank you because they have arms on them as opposed to the old ones. And the old ones were, I had mentioned before, 16 and 19 years old. So they were not too good, but they took them away. The new ones are in place, and everybody's really happy.
Awesome.
So
Excellent.
thank you.
Great.
I think that's all. Thank you.
Thanks.
In a totally unrelated note, I would like to again make a motion to change the date for the senior center to 43 years of age.
No support.
No support.
Sorry, Lou. Anyone else? Moving on, under unfinished business. Can I have a motion to authorize the town attorney to prepare a local law for the property on Davis Road for the Herbst family? Got that motion?
So moved.
Motion by Ray. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Lou. Comments or discussion?
Yeah, I was a little confused about this, and if our meeting had been later, I would have given you a shout. This was from a while ago.
It is.
Gotcha.
There's been a lot of confusion about the survey, because remember
Oh,
there
that's
was
right.
3 and 4
Yeah,
properties,
yeah,
and where
yeah.
they started, where they end, and it was all in the attorney's hands. It wasn't us.
Gotcha.
And
So now we're defined, yeah, because the property came right up to the edge of another property that he owned, but it was still, there was a different lot,
yeah,
right? So-
and what the survey said and what the abstract said was kind of two different things, and so, but they got it all worked out.
Okay,
I hope.
excellent.
I hope.
Yeah.
So, any other discussion?
No, we're good.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is, can I have a motion to approve the town attorney to prepare a local law for the property owned by Connor Schneider on Old Glenwood Road?
So moved.
Motion by Luke. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Joe. Comments or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next on the agenda is a modification to our ARPA funds. Can I have a motion to approve the ARPA funded purchases as they are listed, as they are slightly different than the amounts previously approved?
So moved.
Motion by Ray. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Joe. Comments or discussion? It was just small things that in the end of it, shipping changed slightly and this and so on and so forth. So,
Yeah, I read through it, it all made sense. Thanks for the explanation.
certainly. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Next. Can I have a motion to approve payment number 15 to Azar Design Company in the amount of $2,542.08 for services rendered from November 2nd through November 29, 2024 for the East Fillmore Bridge?
So moved.
Can I do these both at once, Martha? Along with a payment number 15 to Azar Design in the amount of $2,693 for services rendered from November 2nd through November 29, 2024 for the Church Street Bridge. Funds will be dispersed from H7 5120.210.
So moved.
Motion by Joe. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Luke. Comments or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is a public hearing.
He disappeared.
Huh?
Ray disappeared.
Yeah. He'll be back. Maybe he's getting coffee for us.
They might be, yeah, it'd be nice.
Can I have a motion to approve setting a public hearing on January 13th at 6:30 PM at the Aurora Municipal Center located at 575 Oakwood Avenue, East Aurora, New York, 14052, at which time parties interested parties shall be heard regarding the short-term rental at 99 Gypsy Lane.
So moved.
Motion by Joe. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Luke. Comments or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is another public hearing. Can I have a motion to set a public hearing on January 13th, 2025 at 6:30 PM at the Aurora Municipal Center located at 575 Oakwood Avenue, East Aurora, New York, 14052, at which time parties interested in the special use permit application for Sarah Connaughton for a short-term rental at 603 Jewett Homewood Road will be heard.
So moved.
Motion by Luke. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Joe. Comments or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. And one more public hearing. Can I have a motion to approve a public hearing on January 13th, 2025 at 6:30 PM at the Aurora Municipal Center located at 575 Oakwood Avenue, East Aurora, New York, 14052, at which parties and interested citizens shall be heard regarding a site plan review for 1045 Davis Road.
So moved.
Motion by Luke. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Joe. Comments or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is the State Environmental Assessment Form. As an unlisted action, we will not have any significant adverse environmental impact, and the town board of the town of Aurora declares itself lead agency, and that a negative declaration is issued. Can I have a motion to adopt the seeker for the property at 910 Olean Road?
So moved.
Motion by Joe. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Luke. Comments or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is the resolution. I'll just read the therefore be it. Can I have a motion to adopt the following resolution? Now therefore be it resolved that pursuant to the code of the town of Aurora, the town board of the town of Aurora does hereby approve the site plan for a short-term rental to Monica Johnson at 910 Olean Road, East Aurora, New York.
So moved.
Motion by Ray. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Joe. Comments or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay. Under new business. Can I have a motion to authorize the supervisor to sign the agreement with Municipal Solutions?
So moved.
Motion by Joe. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ray. Comments or discussions? Seeing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is the Boys and Girls Club agreement. Can I have a motion to authorize the supervisor to sign the agreement with the Boys and Girls Club of East Aurora as stated and as budgeted?
So moved.
Motion by Ray. Can I have a second?
Second?
Second by Luke. Comments or discussion?
I'm glad we support them every year. Good organization, do good work.
Yeah, it's great to have a resource like that in this village, town.
Yep.
Do good work, like you said.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next, we have some senior center donations. Can I have a motion to accept a $100 donation from the Daylily Society and a $350 donation from the Southtown Needle Nuts? Funds to be placed in line TA 1000.90.
So moved.
Motion by Joe, Luke, motion by Luke. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Joe.
Second by Luke Joe.
Luke Joe. Be careful there. Comments or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
No, that's really pulling their weight.
Next is a request from Liz Cassidy. Can I have a motion to approve a comp time payout to Code Enforcement Officer Liz Cassidy in the amount of $492.62 and a comp time payout to Assistant Code Enforcement Officer Rich Miga in the amount of $1,054.71 with the budget transfer to follow?
So moved.
Motion by Ray, can I have a second?
Second?
Second by Luke. Comments or discussion?
Been a lot of travel. We saw the reimbursement request. That's a lot of travel in the town.
Yeah,
Pretty busy, huh?
we do our best to use it earlier in the year. It's just when our clerk is on part-time hours, we try to make sure that the office is staffed as much as possible. So it does make it a little bit harder for us to use up our remaining comp and vacation time towards the end of the year.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is that budget transfer. Can I have a motion to transfer $1,189 from line A 3620.102 to line A 3620.103 and $519 from line A 3620.404 to line A 3620.100.
So moved.
Motion by Joe, can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ray. Comments or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is another request from Liz Cassidy. Can I have a motion to approve John Dean of Dean Electrical Inspections of Western New York LLC as an electrical inspector for the town of Aurora?
So moved.
Motion by Joe. Can I have a second?
Second?
Second by Luke. Comments or discussion? How many does that give us, Liz? 2 or 3 or 5? Or?
Individuals, we'll have 3 from individual companies, and then Commonwealth, we have anywhere from 3 to 4.
Oh.
But it's tough to get an electrical inspectors these days.
Any other comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next, can I have a motion to authorize the supervisor to sign the letters of authorization with Arthur J. Gallagher, Risk Management, as listed?
So moved.
Motion by Luke. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ray. Comments or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is our waste management agreement. Can I have a motion to authorize the supervisor to sign the agreement with Waste Management as stated and as budgeted?
So moved.
Motion by Ray, can I have a second?
Second.
Motion by Joe, comments or discussion?
So this is just a standard one-year extension of our current contract? This is a 3-year extension of our current contract.
Yeah, so the main contract started in 2019 or somewhere back then, and this is from 2025 to the end of 2027. That's the last renewal.
Okay, so the original contract included scheduled renewals, giving both parties an opportunity to skedaddle if they so desired, and we're in our last 3-year term of the original contract. Thank you.
Any discussion at all, question, any discussion at all about composting
Yep.
or,
Yep.
and anything on the horizon there?
I'm gonna say not right away, Ray, not in this area.
Okay.
The benefits cost-wise, I'm gonna say, it's gonna be quite expensive to do the composting.
If we do it every week, I think Luke in the past has suggested maybe
Well,
an alternating.
regardless, because it'll be a separate truck, a separate.
Yeah.
Luke and I have discussed this.
Okay.
A separate truck, obviously a separate person doing it. So,
Yeah. Because we.
at some point in time, maybe, they're doing it up and evidently, from what we were told, Martha and I had a very, Kathleen and I had a very long meeting
Okay.
with them. And he did say that they're doing it up in the New England states.
Right.
And it's coming around, but
Right.
for right now, it would be quite expensive.
Okay. But wouldn't that be offset by the total volume? Because I noticed that, you know,
Not
we
according
do
to-
it, we compost, and the volume that we put out next to the road is
I
half.
think the thing is they would still pick up your garbage every week, whether there was 1 bag in it or 3 bags in that garbage can.
Okay.
So,
I think the system that's used is that it is a garbage, goes to once every 2 weeks, but Waste Management does not want to do that.
at this
So,
time.
I think it needs a little more time.
Yeah.
Also, there are endless grant opportunities to purchase the truck to get the compost and all sorts of stuff now with the state. So if we continue on our silver certification, we may be able to think about that. I mean, a one-time grant would be great, but then what do you do after that, right?
Yeah.
So we'd want to find some sort of, those are out there too, but we got to kind of look for a total
A
solution.
permanent solution. It's got to be something that's going to be
Right.
in the foreseeable anyway.
And we need better composting facilities around that'll take the compost and one that will take like the bones and everything, so
Right.
all organic waste.
Right. Animal
Because
waste.
then you got people coming in and, it doesn't work unless you can get all of that organic waste into
Sure.
the compost and get all the smelly stuff out of your garbage, then you could do it, but there really aren't the facilities around here yet, so just plugging away.
Well, it's good that they're looking into it and expanding, so maybe down the road.
Yeah, maybe down the road. As I say, they're doing it up in the New England states. Just exactly how they're managing to do it, I don't know. But
Canada.
keep it on the radar.
Okay, excellent.
Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried. Next is an agreement with Drescher and Malecki. Can I have a motion to authorize the supervisor to sign the agreement with Drescher and Malecki to perform a financial audit for the town?
So moved.
Motion by Joe, can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Luke, comments or discussion?
How many years left do we have on that arrangement we had with them? With the pricing?
I think this is a yearly.
I think we entered into a contract for a 3-year, right? And
With
then,
Drescher and Malecki?
yeah.
Year ending.
Kathleen didn't have it figured out, but
But how many are left on that, we don't know.
we can find out.
Yeah. We'll have to let you know.
But this is still within that agreement, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other comments?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is the letter of engagement for Treasurer Malicki. Can I have a motion to authorize the supervisor to sign the letter of engagement with Treasurer Malicki?
So moved.
Motion by Luke. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Joe. Comments or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is a request. Can I have a motion to surplus the Dayton grinder, inventory number 1289? It's no longer in working order.
So moved.
Motion by Ray. Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Jim. Comments or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is our agreement with the Bank of Holland. Can I have a motion to authorize the supervisor to sign the ACH agreement with the Bank of Holland, which increases the maximum amount limited to be exchanged to $80,000 for 3 days?
So moved.
Motion by Ray. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Joe. Comments or discussion?
This is for our payroll? Is that how we do our payroll? Yep, that's what I thought.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is a motion regarding Mike Engelfinger. Can I have a motion to approve promoting Mike Engelfinger to working crew chief at an hourly rate of $35.68, effective January 1st, 2025?
So moved.
Motion by Luke. Can I have a second?
I'll
Second.
second. Joe?
Second.
Second by Joe.
Yeah.
Comments or discussion?
Hey, congrats to Mike. I knew he'd be a good addition to our team, and it's borne out that way, so that's good.
Yeah, he does a great job. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. And can I have a motion to extend all board and committee appointments to January 13th, 2025, when we'll be having our organizational meeting?
So moved.
Motion by Luke. Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Jim. Comments or discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, and under communications, I have the Comp Alliance award letter, which was great. And along with that, I have the town clerk tax communication, the town clerk water, senior center, recreation, building department, and East Aurora PD, all from November of 2024. And next is business from board members. Ray, would you like to go first?
We're finalizing the public forum for the comprehensive plan. It's either going to be February 26th or 7th at the East Aurora High School cafeteria. So some details to be worked out, but we'll finalize that within the next few days. Things are, of course, a little slow during the holidays, so we'll get that together afterwards. That's it.
Okay. Jim?
Well, just many blessings to everyone for this Christmas season. And just want to say thank you to the board members here for really a great year that you guys, and I'm glad I was able to help a little bit, but glad you guys, just did some wonderful things this year. I'm really excited about next year.
Me too. Luke?
So we went through, we had a climate smart community task force meeting, went through before that. I spent a lot of time going through to try to find a viable path to silver certification. Goal either of June of next year or in the fall. There's a lot to do, so I don't think we're going to be able to get it without the comp plan complete with the natural resource inventory, the climate impact assessment, and the climate smart community elements within the comp plan. So June is looking unlikely unless we were to really find some other projects we could use. That being said, there is a very viable path for us to be the first silver community by fall of next year, which expands the type of funding opportunities that we can have. So we'll have to go together. Supervisor and I have spoken about going through together about the action points that are necessary throughout next year so that we kind of get a game plan. I do an Excel spreadsheet, and we'll have to go through with everybody else to see we're all on the same page, and then start thinking about what of the funding opportunities we want to be able to take a look at long-term, because like this year they came in and we weren't able to do in the library what we wanted to, so we can think about more long-term what potentially those funds would be and where we could use them. So I'll send around the spreadsheet I have, and you can see it's a little confusing, but we'll just have to chip away at it. So kind of exciting.
That's exciting.
Yeah, we had a presentation also from a solar provider, and one of the opportunities, if we did want to do it, would be to install some solar somewhere on our facilities somewhere, which would likely be no cost for us. That would provide enough electricity to pay for all of our electricity of all our facilities throughout the town. So a lot of exciting things and ways that we can save money and be green at the same time. So we'll see how that goes.
Good.
Nice.
Joe?
I'm sure anybody who follows social media to any extent is aware of the tree trimming that's been going on in the village. We're getting some Ethernet lines, and as a result of that, some adjustments need to be made to the poles as they exist because there's new regulations in separation of lines between Verizon and the other providers. So the work is more significant than simply adding another line. I've been working with some folks to try and get a handle around it since they've now crossed over into the town. They haven't started work yet, but they've started notifying residents on Castle Hill and Glenridge that they'll be commencing work shortly in their tree trimming. I've been in discussion with the supervisor, and we're going to get some folks out here to answer our questions about what that's going to look like. There's been some concerns of what tree trimming means versus tree slaughtering, right? Because they're leaving stumps, or leaving trunks, I should say, that you couldn't call a tree trimmed, and it's effectively been killed. So they're leaving it for somebody else's responsibility. And these are the kind of tough questions we're going to ask. I've also been in contact with Jesse Griffiths from the tree board in the village. He's a pretty knowledgeable fella. And you know, when it comes time for us to ask these hard questions and to look at this process as it's going to affect the town, we need to take a hard look at different trees have different value, right? Our forefathers and foremothers in their infinite wisdom planted a lot of Norway maples and silver maples that aren't very hardy trees, versus our oaks and other significant hardwoods. So we're gonna want a comprehensive look at how that process is gonna play out in the town and see how much we can make sure that we save our highly valuable tree stock and not see that lost, and make sure that this process is done in a way that's thoughtful and takes the time it needs. And it isn't just a hack job, and I'm not making an accusation that anybody's doing a hack job, but we want to make sure it's done right in the town. The other two things that are just on hold for the holidays, but I've talked about before, is moving forward with the county's offer of Narcan box. But it's the holidays, you can't talk to anybody, so in January we'll pick that back up. And also in January, once our friends from the DEC aren't quite as busy with deer season, we'll re-engage them on our deer population issues. So, and that's what I have, and happy Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody.
Thanks,
That's
Joe.
all.
I just wanted to say that, you know, to me, this year has flown by. It's been a pretty productive year, I think. I think we've got a lot done. I do want to mention that at one time or another throughout this past 12 months, this board has been working on or received 8 grants from the state or from the county. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work, and I want to thank everybody for doing what they do. That does not include the bridge grants nor ARPA funds. So, I mean, there was a lot going on this past year. And I want to tell you that I think 2025, Luke alluded to one of the ideas, but I think 2025 is going to put 2024 to shame. We got some really neat projects that are on the horizon. Who knows what's going to pan out, what's not. But It's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. Lastly, I want to thank everyone, but in particular, I want to thank Kathleen and Martha and Donna and Jen and Cheryl and Corinne and everybody who put this luncheon together, which we're about to have here, because they just did a great job. I want to thank everybody for that. I also want to thank Megan, when she comes back in, for putting this little game together to make us all kind of silly. But other than that, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and be safe. And my wife Sheila, when she gets here, I'll be sure and thank her.
Yeah, don't forget.
Don't forget that. Be sure to tell her I told her
She was first.
that. She was first.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Yep.
you. All right.
It'll be in the minutes.
Next is audience two. If anybody wants to address the board on any town concerns, please step up to the mic. Staff reports, we'll start with Liz.
Nothing today, thank you.
Okay, Donna?
Nothing, just Merry Christmas to everyone.
Thank you. Doug?
Nothing, thank you.
Dave?
No, nothing.
Chris?
I know the snow is falling, but we are starting to plan for summer. Other than that, not a whole lot. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Oh, and did I say that I wanted to thank my wife for helping the,
Yeah, she was.
I don't,
That's the first I've heard of it.
I don't remember you saying anything about her before this point.
Paul?
Nothing. Merry Christmas.
Tim?
Nope. Merry Christmas.
Brad?
Merry Christmas from the ZBA.
Awesome. Okay, all right. And with that note, can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion by Joe, can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ray, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.